Hi everyone, my name is Nicolette Garcia, and this is actually my first semester in the SAHI program. So I do see some familiar faces and postings from folks that are in other classes, that we're in other classes together. A little bit about me. My educational background, I hold a Bachelor's of Social Work from New Mexico Highlands University here in New Mexico. I am a native New Mexican. I was born here and raised here. I currently live in Albuquerque, New Mexico, and I'm currently an academic advisor at Central New Mexico Community College. So that's the largest community college in New Mexico. I'm actually coming up on my sort of 1-year anniversary of being hired and being an academic advisor. And having sort of settled into that role, it seemed like the perfect time to continue my education and start really pursuing something that means something to me and something that I have found purpose and passion in. So that's part of the reason we're taking this course. Obviously, it is a requirement of the program as well. I think this one hits pretty close to home for me. During my undergrad, there are a lot of like moral and ethical dilemmas that you encounter as like a social worker, depending on what type of population you work with. Usually you're working with really vulnerable populations. And so those dilemmas come up pretty often. And so I'm curious of how those present themselves in a student affairs context and environment. Long-term goal, Currently, I love where I'm at. I love the environment. I love the staff. I love my colleagues and coworkers. So I would love to be here as an academic advisor for a while. I think it's a position that suits me well and that I am well suited for. I would also love to be able to go outside of New Mexico and live in another state. I briefly lived in Wisconsin in my early 20s, but other than that, I've always lived and resided here in New Mexico. We are known as the land of enchantment, but there's this inside joke that we're actually the land of entrapment. So I think this, along with my work experience, would allow me to then venture out and live somewhere else. I love the Pacific Northwest. I love Colorado. We're neighbors. But to be able to pick up and move somewhere and feel like I have options and some job security, I think would be great, and I think is something that will come out of definitely completing this program. Something interesting about myself, I used to be a dancer very long ago. Feels like another lifetime ago. So I used to do ballet, and it's something that I've sort of wanted to get back into. I'm not sure if now is the right time. Working full-time, doing school full-time. I don't want to overload myself, but it's something that's always been near and dear to my heart and something that I have a real love for. So that's something that I wanted to share with you all. But yes, I look forward to being in class and learning alongside you, and that's it for me.